Okay, finally getting around to answering these questions. I've filter on. I'm sorry, I literally look rank. But my workout routine, honestly, I'm really up and down since being back from the villa, but I do enjoy doing weights. And I'll probably go like 4 times a week. Oh my God, I was nervous as hell. And I'm a very confident, loud person. When I walked through those doors, I was like, holy, this is real. And then when I saw the boys, because the girls are in the makeup room, I was like, oh my God, they're all real. I've literally been watching them on TV. And now I'm here with them. It felt so surreal. And then I went and had a chat with the girls in the makeup room for a bit. And then I was like, okay, I've come here to meet someone, so I need to go out to the boys. But I was so nervous and intimidated and worried that maybe people wouldn't like me or anything. Oh, this is a nice one. Thank you. But to stay positive, I think at the end of the day, I love being someone that people like being around. I don't want to be that negative person that brings people down. So that always pushes me to stay positive. Always reels me back in as well is if I'm having a really horrible day where I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're gross, you're disgusting, you don't look good in anything, really feeling off. I think, would I talk to my friends or family like that? No. So why do I talk to myself like that? We all had to bring our own clothes into the villa. We'd swap heaps between the girls because we'd all wear our outfits super quick. But we were also sponsored by Showpost, so we would wear some of their clothes on certain nights or if we didn't have anything ourselves. The boys actually shower together. They do. All the girls shower together, all the boys shower together. You're always in a hurry in there, so you don't really have a choice. And honestly, the boys would always end up singing or being some sort of entertainment. So, favorite food, I am a junk food fiend. I actually have issues pizza, burgers, chips, you name it. But my all-over favorite food would have to be chocolate. I actually messaged Cadbury back in the day a video of all the times I bought them. Right, so obviously I loved absolutely everyone in the villa, literally my second family, but Lexi, best girl mate, obviously, and probably Aaron, best guy mate. We had so many stupid inside jokes and just good chats. I don't actually use a fake tan. I know that's really annoying to say, but it's also a huge compliment, so thank you. I do spend a lot of time in the sun, but I also do wear sunscreen as well. I've just built it up over time living on the coast. This one's just normal day-to-day life. There was tampons and everything in there. We'd all just get a bit bloated, a bit moody, but standard. Oh my God, so fruit, I hate the smell, the taste, the texture, everything about it. The biggest sweet tooth in the world, but I hate fruit, and I hate all fruit equally, honestly. Ugh. Oh, this is a touchy one, I think. With bullying, just know whoever is bullying you, it's coming out of a bad place. They're either intimidated, they're jealous, you have something that they want. And the fact that they are bullying you says more about them than it does about you, and that there is always a solution. And as for anxiety, I can't give much advice on that. I'm sorry, I haven't experienced it much myself, but just know that the feeling will pass. No, I was not popular in high school. I was very just in between, kind of friends with everyone, same as I am now. I'm just kind of friends with most people. I was very insecure and timid in high school though. This story does not even sound real, but I shit you not, one night I hadn't fallen asleep yet, but Chris had, and he sits up in his sleep and he goes, "That's shame, Ma." And Mitch and Tina were across from us, and Mitch sat up and was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, oh my God, the shoulder. So I was curling my hair with a hot curling iron, and I accidentally pissed myself on the shoulder, and I left it at first because I was like, oh, it's just a little burn. It got yellow and pussy and disgusting, and I was like, I would rather have an obvious band-aid on it than it be shown. No, not really. You just get so used to living in the little Love Island bubble, you kind of forget about the real world, and it feels normal after a while having cameras everywhere and always having to put a mic on. So I worked in hospo for 8 years, and then I worked at Culture Kings, in their warehouse, picking and packing. Did that for a year, and then most recently worked in Princess Polly for their warehouse. And I love warehouse work. It's so cool seeing behind the scenes. So breakfast you make yourself. There's heaps of bread, eggs, butter, just heaps of stuff. You can request stuff as well. So you do make brekkie yourself. And then lunch and dinner is catering. And it's kind of like these healthy poke bowls, best way to describe it. And they're delicious. The bull riding was definitely my favorite. It was like so much fun and something I would do on the outside. Two things. Number one, the big fairy light tree. I love like fairy lights and like anything sparkly and like stuff like that. So like that for me, I was just like. And then number two, getting to have a big slumber party every night because I hate sleeping alone. So I felt so safe. Favorite moment would definitely be when the boys got back from CASA and we were all reunited. It was like having the family all back together, and we all didn't realize how much we like meant to each other and missed each other. And that night, it was just the best feeling. Highlight has been all the love I've received, honestly. Like, I was shitting bricks before going in there. I was like, people are going to think I'm the biggest weirdo and, like, you know, just like, what the fuck? But, like, everyone has been so bloody loving. So if you do ever see me, come say hey. Like, it means the... I love Darwin. It was loose as. It kind of reminded me of Airlie a bit. Like, you just wear thongs everywhere. It's always nice and hot. Like, I honestly had so much fun and wish I'd stayed for longer. Oh no, this is so true. So right now it's like around about 10 p.m. On our phones it would say something like 2. Not AM, not PM, just 2. So you can't even like gauge what time it is. Like, you are clueless in there. No, so naturally, if you can see, let me show you my regrowth in detail. No, naturally I'm brunette, same color as my brows. But I feel like I suit blonde more. I honestly haven't. The only bras I do wear are sports bras. I honestly haven't. The only bras I do wear are sports bras. Apart from that, I don't wear bras. I think I'd probably be an A, to be honest. Up the itty bitties. Oh, babe, all I can say is it is 100% not worth it. They'll never change. In order to change, they have to see an issue themselves, which they won't see. It will take a toll on you, whether it's now or later down the track. And if you can love the wrong person this much, imagine how much you can love. It was a double bed, and it wasn't uncomfy, but you know, nothing's like your bed at home. It wasn't like jumping in and being like, oh, it was just kind of like, oh, mediocre. Oh, my friends always say to me, like, I'm a good singer, but I'm like always like too shy or nervous to do it on here. But okay, I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not threesomes with the fucking triceratops. Can't believe I just did that. Ooh. In school, I did history and drama. I loved drama, the subject. Don't actually love drama. And then I did a diploma in beauty my second year out of school. I have 3 in each ear. I really want to get my tragus done though. And then I have my nose and my belly. So 8. Just a lot of the friendships and bonds that are formed in the villa. Like, obviously it's Love Island. They're just showing love. But like, you don't see how close everyone actually is. And all the time you see comments like, I didn't know they were friends. And that's because they didn't air a lot of the friendship. I missed everyone. All my friends, all my family, particularly my younger sister Zara, who sent in this question. Is that the answer you wanted? I'm honestly a shocker with sleeping, hey? Like, I really got to get on top of it because I know it affects you so much. But I've always naturally been a night owl, so I get lots of energy at night as well. And I'm like, where was this energy during the day? They were stoked for me, whereas mum and dad, they were honestly more just a bit worried because they were like, we just don't want anything bad to happen or for you to be like put in a bad light or like anything twisted, like just a protective parent's point of view. But now they're super proud. Absolutely, babe. That is my real dancing. Like, even when I'm out, I'll be pulling out like Russell Coites, like yee-hawing. I love dancing like that.